Hello, I'm David the Collector, and I'm here with an exciting Pokemon unboxing. We have PSA returns. So these videos do really well. It's ironic that this delivery was literally today, March 30th, or March 31st. It's a Wednesday, because PSA announced yesterday that they have suspended all services under $300 a card. They estimate it'll be back up July 1st, but PSA is down for the time being. So if you have another card grading company that you love, please shout them out in the comments. I obviously know of Beckett and CGC, but curious to hear if there are any others I should check out. I might submit some cards through a different grading agency, just because getting them back is fun. So we have 19 cards today, including 11 Charizards. 6 are actually not pulled cards. It's the first time I bought sort of singles from a company called Troll and Toad, so we'll see what those got graded. It's going to be a surprise what the grades are. Last time you saw me reveal grades, I already knew what they were. So this time I haven't checked online beforehand, so I don't even know. We're going to be pulling from the back, and I have all the prices in front of me that I've sort of done some research on from PSA.com, or so PSAcard.com, where they have all of the auction history results. I have 2 PSA submissions left. One is 6 base set packs that I'm getting graded. They have to grade a 9 or a 10, or just send me them back and I can open them. And then the second submission that I have left is a 307 card value submission for $10 a card. That should come back hopefully sooner now that they've stopped all new submissions, but we'll see. So let's get right into it. We'll start with the first card. I believe this is going to be a random receiver. I pulled this right before the Plasma Storm Charizard. So let's check it out. Yep, it's a random receiver, and we got a 9. So just like the Charizard, we got a 9 here. Was curious to see if we'd get a 10 or something better, but it looks like that's not the case. In a 9, this card's only worth $40. In a 10, it would have been worth $150. So set that aside and make a little 9 pile. This one is a Generations Radiant Collection Charizard. I pulled this myself. In a 10, it is $500. In a 9, it's $170. Let's see how we did. It is a 9, so worth $170. I really hope I get at least 110 today, but I think it's pretty unlikely, as we saw in the past. It's really hard to get 10s. The next cards are the start of the cards I bought from Troll and Toad. The first one doesn't have any pricing data, and the card itself costs $60. It is a Boundaries Cross Reverse Charizard, and it got a 7, so not that great at all. So that's interesting for the Troll and Toad card. We'll put this one in its own pile. This is one of 2 or 3 7s that I've ever gotten. Let's check out the back. You can see some corner wear sort of in the top right corner and on the bottom. So this probably is definitely deserving of a 7. Moving up though, let's see. We have a Boundaries Cross Charizard with a Cosmo pattern. So this was a, I don't think you could pull this. I think this was a promo card. Let's see. So I got an 8 for this one. So cool, adding to my Charizard collection. Really hoping for 9s here, 10s, but we just want every single card in a graded state. That's a Charizard, so putting that together. This card, the Cosmos version, actually was only $37, and in a PSA 8 is worth $150. So a slight edge there. So that was definitely a good one to buy. And then we have one more Boundaries Cross Charizard. I believe I bought this one. It wasn't pulled. There's another pulled one from before. So this one got an 8, not a 9. So for this card, I paid $58 for it. In a 8, it's worth $150. So still really good. When I saw that sort of difference, I assumed I would get 8s on these. And if the price of an 8 was going for a lot more than the price of the loose card, I was like, let's go for it. I think we can pull 8s. So we got 2 really exciting ones coming up. We have a Charizard from Arceus and then a Charizard from Power Keeper. So we'll start with the Arceus Charizard. And an 8, so not bad at all. I paid $80 for this. In an 8, it is worth $150. In a 9, it's worth $300, and in a 10, it's worth $4,000. So not horrible. You probably hear the construction going on outside. I apologize for the noise, but we'll keep going. This is the EX Power Keepers Charizard. I paid $180 for it, and in 8, it's $200. In a 9, it's $500. Let's see. We got the 9, baby! So yeah, that was a great one. I was really worried about this one, but the centering issues from top to bottom seemed a little bit weird, but the back didn't have that much damage. They gave me the 9, baby! So yeah, buying loose works sometimes. This one's worth $500 now that it's graded, and I only paid $180. So now we're getting into the Stormfront cards. We have a Heatran that I pulled chasing down the Stormfront reprint Charizard. And even though I only got the Charmander, it was still a fun time. Let's see what we got. We have the Heatran and then 2 Dusknors that are worth a little bit more. The Heatran got a 9. Not bad. There's not a lot of sales data for this, but it's about $60 in the 9. And then let's look at the Dusknor. It's another 9 for the Dusknor. This one's worth $100 in the 9 and $1,000 in the 10. Let's see, we've got one more. Let's see if this Dusknor's a 10. Nope, this one's an 8, so even worse. Put that in the 8 pile. There's no sales data for the 8 itself. This next card's one of the exciting ones. It's a reprint Charmander card from Stormfront. There's not much sales data on this stuff. It's actually pretty old, but the last sale in a PSA 9 was $275 and a PSA 10 was $400. A PSA 8 is worth $190. So let's see what we got. A PSA 9, so not bad, baby. $275, really hoping for that 10 given we pulled it ourselves, but we know how hard it is to pull 10, so not bad, not bad. And then this one's the real pick. If we get this one, this is the most expensive loose card that I had paid for and graded. This loose card costs $600. It is the Charizard Stormfront reprint. I bought the last one from Troll and Toad. If it comes back an 8, it's worth $470 and I've lost some money. If it comes back a 9 though, it's worth $1,299 and I basically doubled my money. If it comes back a 10, it's worth about $10K, so that would be amazing. I have no idea what this is gonna be, but let's pull, and it's a 7, fuck. So I don't even have the price listed for a 7, but obviously lost some money on that one. Shouldn't have gotten it graded. Maybe we'll have to crack this one out of the case. But that's a bummer there. That's from Troll and Toad and did not do that well. Here, we'll take a closer look. The centering is not great. There's probably some print lines, and then there is some marking along the edges and corners. So that explains that. That was the most exciting card, but we'll keep going. We have a couple more. We have, I think this one is actually in the front because I cheated a little bit and saw the front card. I didn't see what grade this was, but this is the promo Charizard from the red and blue collection box. I took this out of a collection box myself. In a 9, it's worth $225, and in a 10, it's worth $800. It is a 7. Motherfuck. So not great. Don't have the 7 price listed, only went down to 8. So not sure what that one's worth, but about probably $50 or something. Next, we have the Generations M Charizard EX. I pulled this one. In an 8, it's $85. In a 9, it's $150. And in a 10, it's worth $500. Let's check it out. We got an 8. So $85, not bad. It's one of these blue shining Charizards. Was really, really excited to pull this card. One of the first times they did one of these, but obviously getting it in perfect conditions, very, very difficult. So we'll keep going. Pulled another Generations Radiant Collection Charizard earlier while I was submitting, and then pulled one sort of right before I submitted, so submitted that one too. You saw the second one that I pulled. This is the first one I pulled. It is an 8, so not great. Don't know what an 8 really goes for. Look at it up close, but yeah. We got pretty fat 8 pile, smaller 9 pile, and a little 7 pile even. So now we're looking at the Boundaries Cross Charizard that I pulled, not the one that I bought. This one, the other one was an 8, I believe. That one was from Troll and Toad. This one is a 9, so a little bit better, the one that I pulled. The 9 is worth $300, so that's pretty exciting. Love this card, love sort of the background lines. Have a lot of these in this set. Got the reverse holo, the Cosmos, so that was fun. But yeah, has some slight corner damage in the top and even the bottom. So yeah, it makes sense that this is a 9 to me. And then we have a couple other full art cards. We have a full art Keldeo from Boundaries Cross. In a 9, it's worth 80. In a 10, it's worth 200. It is a 9. Obviously, you can see the spacing on the top to bottom is pretty off. So that's probably why. The back looks pretty good, aside from some slight edge wear right there. So a 9, that's pretty cool. That's worth $80. The next is a full art Celebi. In a 9, it's worth 110. It's an 8 though, which is worth 35, so not as good. This one, the centering was a little bit better. Was definitely hoping for a better score on this one. This Celebi does a little bit better, but if you look at the bottom corner there, definitely some damage. Not sure what happened, but. And then last but not least, we have a Shining Legends Mewtwo GX. I put some sort of not as good cards at the front of the back just in case they get a little bit damaged on the way there. This one is a 9, so it's worth $65, and a 10 it's worth $130. That is the PSA return, so we'll go over it real quick. Probably the best card we pulled is this Boundaries Cross 9. We also got the reprint Charmander 9, that was pretty cool. The Dusknoir also from Stormfront and the Heatran. And then one of my favorites as well, the EX Power Keepers, given our Stormfront Charizard got a 7. The fact that this got a 9 was really dope. And I forgot, one of my Radiant collections did get a 9. The other one got an 8. And then the random receiver is the last 9. So really, really, really great opening. I will be doing some more openings on my live stream on Twitch. Please follow me at David the Collector. So please like and subscribe if you haven't. It really, really helps me. If you like the video, leave a little comment what your favorite return was, which card you would want in your collection. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good one.